The Henderson family had been dreaming of moving to the countryside for years, wanting to escape the chaos and stress of city life. They finally found the perfect property, a quaint cottage nestled in the hills with a sprawling garden and stunning views. But as soon as they stepped through the door, their dream home turned into a nightmare. At first, it was just a snake here and there, slithering across the floor or coiled up in a corner. But soon, the snakes seemed to be everywhere, appearing out of nowhere in the most unexpected places. One day, the family's daughter screamed when she found a snake in a sink, and the next, the wife nearly slipped on one in the shower. The husband was shaving when a small snake slithered out of the sink and onto his hand, causing him to jump back in terror. The family called an exterminator, hoping to rid their home of the serpentine invaders. But when the exterminator arrived, he seemed hesitant to enter the house. He mumbled something about bad vibes before disappearing into the basement to investigate the source of the snake infestation. Hours passed, and the family grew increasingly worried. They ventured down to the basement to check on the exterminator, only to find him missing. The room was pitch black, and the air was thick with the smell of decay. Suddenly, they heard a hissing sound, and the family froze in terror. As their eyes adjusted to the darkness, they realized that they were standing in the middle of a pit filled with man-eating pythons. The snakes were massive, their muscular bodies coiled around each other in a tangled mess. The family was paralyzed with fear as they watched the snakes slowly slither towards them, their beady eyes fixed on their prey. It wasn't until they saw the remains of the exterminator scattered around the room that they realized the full horror of the situation. The mother snake was a behemoth, over 30 feet long and thicker than a telephone pole. She towered above the other snakes, her jaws gaping open, ready to strike. The family tried to run, but it was no use. The snakes were too fast and too powerful. They quickly caught up to the family, coiling around them and crushing them with their immense strength. Over the next few weeks, the snakes continued to feast on their prey, digesting them slowly and savoring every bite. The family's dream of a peaceful life in the countryside had turned into a nightmare, a horrifying reminder that even the most idyllic places could be home to unspeakable horrors.